Hi, Pink Girly here. I just wanted to show you and do a walkthrough of a journal that I'm going to put in my Etsy shop. This one I've come to appreciate and really enjoy books by a gal by the name of Edith Holden, and she's the author of The Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady. And I was going to cover the book or build the book in a different cover, but when I took the dust cover off of this book and saw this cover, I just fell in love with it. So I decided not to cover it, but what I did instead was just use some texture paste and put a stencil design on the cover. So the cover is a dark green and the textured paste is white. I was going to tint this or give it a little green hue, but I really like the contrast of the white and the dark green, so I left it. So there you can see the spine, The Country Diary of an Edward Winston book, and of course the back cover is dark green as well. And I just did another walkthrough and I forgot to give the measurements. So let me just say this is 7 by 9.5-ish. And I love the images of this lady's book. Actually, I combined 2 books of hers. I forget what the other one is called because I cut it all up and I cut the cover up, and I should have wrote down what it was called, but I didn't. There might be a page in here that will tell us. But one is about, I guess, her life and her family. There are a lot of family pictures in. And then the Diary of an Edwardian Woman. She's got a few different books. The images and the pages are just terrific. So on the inside cover, I put some wallpaper and then a bit of lace to serve as a pocket. Oh, and I keep forgetting. I'm looking for an almanac page. I think this is the one I want. I bought a 2000 almanac. And as I was looking to find, oh my goodness, I can't get this out with my fingernails. As I was looking to find pages to put in one of my journals, I found a recipe. I thought, oh, I'm going to hold on to that. And here it went over on a second page. And I didn't have the rest of my recipe. And I meant to check to see which book I stuffed it in. I stuffed it in this one. So I'm going to take that page out. So I have the rest of my recipe. And I'm going to pop in a few pages from the year 2000's Farmer's Almanac. And then I have a little page from the Observer's book on wildflowers, and then journaling card. And so they tuck into that little lace pocket. And of course, there's room there to tuck some other things. And then this is the first page of the journal. And I really like the page numbers that she had in the book, and I wanted it to fit back inside the cover. So the page numbers don't really work, but it is what it is. But I just love these pages. So here I have a little ticket, a little tag, and a little flagged paper clip. And some of her book has the days of the months on, and I'm sure they're not in order either. I picked them to go with the book and the pages, not so much in order as it did for the coloring and how I like the way that it laid out. And so I have a little information sheet here from another book on flowers. And then this is a page in the signature. And a little recipe page. And then another page from another book on flowers. And I've got a bit of lace. And then some stained paper. A little half page. And then I have, I'm going to lean up against my computer there, a little pocket. Now this pocket was made with, when you take a book apart, the pages are glued into the spine, but you usually have a paper that is on the inside of the cover and then comes up and is on either side of the book. Well, this green paper is on the inside of this book. So I use that to make a pocket. Just have a flashcard and a Tim Holtz card. And this pocket I made out of a old return envelope that I got in the mail. And on the back side, some more information about flowers from another gardening book. A little stained tea bag tag and a bit of lace. Now this page here, Woodside Dorage. This is from Edith's other book that I stole some pages out of. And I just got a bit of material and a little scrap of music note paper. So it's really a combination of several different garden books. And this is a guest check over here, clipped in with one of Tim Holtz's little baby paper clips. And on the back side of this was a really funky telephone directory book that I got in an antique shop in a town near my home. And I thought that looked cute there. And then my little bits and pieces from Edith's book, I just cut those up for cards in the book. A little bit of stenciling here. And then we've got a paper clip with a flag on top. And this is a picture of Edith in that second book that talks about her life and her family. And so I thought that was cool. So I just cut that out so you can use that as a journaling card. Tell me the stories of Jesus from a hymnal. And then another page from her diary. This is, I guess they call them a coin envelope. I've had these forever, just waiting for the right spot to put it and to use it. And so I decided to use it here. And I just took a page from another gardening book, little strip from the edge of salvage of material, and put a little bit of lace and a button. I love doing this stuff. Wrap the lace around and then just made a nice little addition to this journal. And then on this paper clip, I decorated it with some cheesecloth and then a leaf embellishment that I had in my stash. And I think that makes a nice little dangly for in the book. So I got a little inchy here that I made, and we've got a little word card, family life, and this is a little bit from a coloring book. This is watercolor paper, the little hummingbird. And then on these plain pages, I used this really cool stamp that I have. It's got the bud on one end. Well, this one looks like it's 2 flowers, but on some of the stamps, there's 4 of them. You'll see as we go throughout the book. And I thought they decorated up the edges of the pages really very nicely. And then, of course, this was stained. Got a big stain down here as I dyed these. And another little page from the Observer's book on wildflowers with a paper clip. Page on apples. And this is another Woodside Dorage page. And this is a drawing by Edith Thought to be Alberta Thratton. Like Edith, the two Thratton girls were interested in the wildlife and countryside of Dartmoor, where they lived and where it was common interest, which prompted Edith's friendship with them and then with the whole family. And this is a picture of Thomas Thratton. The eldest son, Thomas, also worked for the company. They had a granite quarry. And some more stained paper. And this is another little half page. Just trying to make sure I stay in frame. And a little pocket. You can see the back side of the return envelope there. And another card, which you can use to journal, tucked into this little pocket. And then a page on marigolds. And this is a page on the narcissus. And this image here is a gal kissing herself in a mirror. And there's a little poem there by John Keats. And over here we have another recipe and a journaling card. I've got a tag made from another page of the book. I just love her images and the way she wrote her notes about each flower or tree, whatever she was studying. And this is another little snippet from that telephone directory. You see the old tag. Here we have an old-timey postcard. This is dated 1910. And then this is a playing card that I decoupaged a napkin on. I thought they turned out cute and that the yellow kind of went with this page. And then the rest of that page on fruit. More music pages. See now this one, this stamp, you can see what I was saying earlier. It's got a tulip on one end and it's got the bud on the other. Just a very simple stamp, but I really like them. And this is the flap of an envelope. And here we have some more pages from the Woodside Dorritch portion of Edith's book. And then we got some Tim Holtz paper dolls there. Serves as a little tuck spot. And another playing card. This paper here is kind of different. I was going through some of my stash and saw a pattern paper where you can iron or transfer images on material. And I thought, I wonder how that would work up if I kind of jelly plated on that and made a design. So it's really kind of a neat texture, and that's what I did with this page here. And on the back side, I just have a little journaling card, again in the floral theme. And more pages from the diary. This is the center of the second signature. I love that. The pink flowers. She have the pleached bower, where honeysuckles ripened by the sun forbid the sun to enter. That's from Much Ado About Nothing, I guess, from Shakespeare. I'm going to have a hard time parting with this one. And then on this page here, I used the title from the dust cover, The Edwardian Lady, and then used that as to make a little pocket, tuck a few cards in. Now, this is Edith Holden, which I I didn't read the book in its entirety, and I believe that's, of course, maybe a sister. And this is the inside flap of the Edwardian Lady. And then I tucked in a few little coloring sheets from a calendar that I had made by Joanna Basford. So a few little coloring sheets in there with floral design. And this was also from the back of one of the book covers. I thought that decorated the back of that. This is an envelope that's making this pocket here. Journaling pages. Look at this. Just love them. I just love them. Look. Oh. Look at the bee. Isn't that beautiful? And then over here we've got some more gardening information that makes a page. And here's another one of those transfer pattern pages. Put some washi tape down the back side. And this is the pattern of the stencil that I have on the front cover. So that kind of connects. And then just a little heart there. This looks like the underbelly of a turtle. This was from a gardening book. How pretty is that image? And then some artwork pages. Information on the hollyhock. And this is just like a little book inside of a book. Just put those little journaling pages in there. Now this is a miniature of Emma Waring, Edith's mother. As a child of 4, she later became a governess, not marrying until the age of 30. So maybe that was, I don't know if we could find it again real quick. Now that's Evelyn. They all had E's for their letter E for their first name. And then another bit from the cookbook. Now look at this one. I'm kind of partial to poppies. Look at that. So you could journal all around these pages or clip things on. Got a little journaling card down here, a little clip. And this is a little pocket made from little snippets from the covers. And then I have another little sheet from the almanac. And that little bag, and also another little book that has a lot of good little images in it and little sayings. The scent of freshly mowed grass. And then on the back we've got a fit of giggles. I tuck that in there. And this is just a piece of vellum. And that's a Tim Holtz piece. Put down with a little bit of washi tape. And then here I wrap the page with some material and some material roses. And a little Rolodex card. And then a recipe and another telephone directory sheet. And then our last page. Again, I have the wallpaper in the back, but I left this little tuft of material free, and I put some pins and a couple of charms. I've got a 4-leaf clover, a heart, and this little circle You could really pin them somewhere else in the book, or you could make a collection and add things there, but I thought that was really cute. So that's it. So if you're interested in this book, check it out on my Etsy shop, which is Time to Be Creative. And I always forget, I have to get a little sign that I can just flip in my videos when I'm doing my little videos here. Because I think sometimes, I've said this before, it's hard to catch what some might say on camera. Some accents or whatnot. So my Etsy shop is called Time, like the spice, to Be Creative. And you can also find me under Paint Girly, Instagram, or YouTube. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll get back to you. I appreciate you stopping by and watching the video of my latest addition to my Etsy shop. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye. Boil the beans until the skins pop. Okay, now I don't think I have that other one done. And